Hey, Cortavius here. It's everyone's favorite time in Raid. Time to pull some shards. Well, it always starts out at this point before you've pulled a single shard is everyone's favorite time in Raid. By the end of this video, it may be everyone's worst time in Raid, or still maybe my happiest time in Raid. Who knows what you get, and it's usually despair or happiness, and I guess sometimes something in between. So let's pull some of these puppies. We are hoping for just a lot of points. There's Alcinia, my last piece to get Mikage back in the day. 2 epics, decent 580 points. We'll take that, I guess. Hoping for more, but honestly, that is pretty good. Alcinia, not that exciting once you have Mikage, unfortunately. Abyssal's actually a decent rare for the factions, by the way. Lone Blade Rib's a pretty decent rare as well, so got a couple of decent rares in there. I have those guys. Traga the Frog's an excellent epic, actually. He is really good. So decreased attack on the A1. He's got a provoke. He's got an AoE. He has shields, ally protection, reflect damage, and when he gets a hit, he puts poisons up on the boss. So he's good in clan boss content. He's good in in those places where some of the Doom Tower bosses. He comes across in Curse City too. So, and even's got a resistance aura. So great epic. And I guess stepping back for a second, why are we even pulling? Hey, before we go on, click the link in the description right now and you can get the great legendary poisoner, Narma, along with 3 epics. You get Anax, Mausoleum Mage, and the best epic in the game, Uugo, as you progress. All you have to do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out Plarium Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch Raid, complete the tutorial. And Step 4, go to your inbox, Narma's there waiting. These 4 free champions will give you an insane head start in Raid, so click on that link before it expires. I'm in this thing for the Champ Chase tournament. I have decided, for better or for worse, I'm going to go get that 5-star soul, or at least give it my best shot. And to do that, I need to get these 130 points. You can only skip 1 of the 2 shards and 1 most likely soul summoning events that fall in these Titan events. I'm not going to skip this one because I have a lot of Ancients, and 2 times Ancients is a great time to pull Ancients if you're on a free-to-play that's still building the account. So I'll go get those 130 points. A frustrating 2,000 points higher than the rare that I need, that I don't even need for the fusion. So actually 5,500 points higher than what I need, because I could have skipped this whole thing because I got the epic. But Plarium drops the stupid Titan event in here and makes me pull well, they don't make me do anything, but I've chosen to pull 5,500 points worth to stay alive in this one, because I'd rather skip the stupid 10 times event, 15 times progressive they'll have next weekend, where I'll just have a crap chance to get stuff with just by pulling shards. So I'd rather pull them on 2 times Ancients and get my 130 points, so I am choosing to do that. Anyway, that's why I'm pulling shards. And 10,496. We got some guys out. Man, that's a pretty tight group there for the top here. Oh, what do you get? You get the Grakcho's Perfect Soul, 5-star soul on a mythical book, and 6-star mythical Relentless. Yeah, I can see why these guys are duking it out for that top spot. So I will not be joining that party on this account, that's for sure. I will get to 5,500 points and stop for sure. So the other thing is I will get 2 epics out of this. I have not done any of the fusion yet. I've not fused any of these. I've got 1 from the Summon Rush. I will get 750 points then before I get to that 5,500 I should say. So I will count 750 points in that. I will get the extra rare that I need here. So before this champion chase ends, I'll be able to fuse the 3 relics. So when I look at the points, I've already put 750 in my spreadsheet to make sure I don't ignore that. All right, back to Ancients. 313 of these left. We got 580 on the first one. Come on, give me some good stuff here. Oh, that's an epic. Give me more epics. Give me a gold. Man, I really love to see some gold here, right? Come on, give me another epic. Ooh, thank you. That was close. All right, another 580. I will log that. We're at 1,910 points. So we're holding our own here, and no rares here worth talking about, and honestly, no epics worth talking about here. That was 580 points, about all I got out of that. Come on, give me something better. Give me something. Oh, no, not all rares. Give me more. Don't give me some gold. God. Man, I don't want to see many of those. Those are really depressing when you get the rare attacks. All rares. And honestly, Pathfinder Kate, good rare, actually. But that's really it, and I've already got Pathfinder Kate. That's just another book on an existing Pathfinder Kate. Oh, epic, thank you. Caden, he's decent for that faction. Come on, don't give me, 2 epics, thank you. Man, we are not getting the great luck, though. We really would love to get You know, one of those crazy 4 or 5 epics pulls. Scion, I don't know. Tell me if anybody's ever found a use for this guy. 1 enemy, block buffs and heal reduction, increase attack, increase crit damage on him, removes debuffs from himself. 1 enemy, block active skills. Yeah, no, that's, yeah, he's pretty bad, I think. Caden has been buffed, and he's actually a pretty decent epic, actually. So revives two allies. He's got a revive in there. He's got an AoE decreased attack, and he's got a provoke. Those are really helpful if you're doing faction wars in Dark Elves, and you got somebody who can pick up champs that die, put them in a regen set, make them level 50, and that's, I used him to beat Dark Elves. So, although if you book Physics and you get a turn meter reduction champ to go with her, you can blow through normal faction wars pretty easy. All right, well, that is those guys. Actually, I shouldn't have skipped Banshee, actually. Banshee's really valuable in Curse City, and she can be used in Doom Tower secret rooms. Royal Guard, OG Epic. Come on, give me another one, give me another one, give me another one. 340, man, we just cannot. We can. Yikes. Togor is a great epic, though. I mean, this guy's really good. He's got increased defense on the ally with the lowest HP. He puts increased speed on all allies with an AoE. He's got to revive all dead allies for an epic, and he puts a shield on them. That's pretty decent for an epic I mean, that's really good for an epic revive. And he decreases the damage allies receive with 50% less HP by 10%. HP in all battles? I mean, that's a really good epic. Togor is a really good epic. I don't think anybody else here is really that exciting to me, so. All right, I'm back. That was an instant for you, a little bit longer for me. So, little stats there. I pulled 70 ancients so far. 40, I got 11, I got 10 epics. I should have pulled 11 based on the 16% chance of pulling one. So I'm behind the pure odds. I'm getting 46 points per ancient so far, which obviously I'm behind the odds, so that's not great. So, you know, we're right there, but yeah, I would definitely love to see something out of the next set. So let's pull a couple more 10 pulls here, and then I'll probably have to go make more space again. I'm doing champ training, got a couple thousand champ training points just by turning those into points. Come on, give me more than that. Crap, another 340. So on the odds, you're really hoping to get more than that, and I'm out of space again. I'll be back. Well, feeling pretty disillusioned by pulling shards because that was basically crap. So I've decided to go a different direction. I am going to get Ishiyama out of the pool here. We had 500 points. So at least we get a legendary in this video because he will help me in the faction is what I'm thinking. So I have Mikage, I have Ninja, I have Toragi who's not built. But add this guy to the team, HP-based damage dealer, and he's got a 2-hitter on his A1, can transfer a random debuff, and then he's got an AoE, which can put fear and decrease crit damage, decrease crit rate on all enemies. I love that skill on Anax. Anax does a decrease attack, decrease crit rate, which most of the enemies in PvE have a 15% crit. So when you put that decreased crit rate out there, they can't crit. So, and Anax does it on a 3-turn cooldown, and he can keep it up the whole fight, and he doesn't attack, so he can do it on a weak hit. He doesn't weak hit. So he's spirit-based, so I guess my risk is if I'm facing a magic boss, that won't work. But I'm betting in the faction war, that's going to be really helpful on wave content. And then also, does that have a condition on it? Oh, they can't be resisted by enemies under 2 or more debuffs. So if somebody else lands debuffs, I don't even need to put accuracy on them for him to do it. Odds are I'll need the accuracy, but we'll see. Attacks one enemy and then ignores target's defense. You know, block damage on himself. So if he kills somebody, maybe add one of the minions on the boss, he can put block damage and he's HP based. So for beating the bosses in faction wars, he looks like a decent champ to put on the team to help us stay alive, and he can stay alive himself. And he's even got an all battles HP aura. So pretty useful champ for that. And then what I'll do to get the rest of the points I need is I'll make the 3 epics in the fusion. And then I also pulled in that summoning events, I did pull an extra piece on Rosin. So I picked up a Slither Brute. So now I can make one of the Rosin epics. So that's why I haven't fused Rosin yet. I'm using this as a champ chase farm. So I've already got now 1 more piece I can make there, and I'll make a Relic Keeper. So that'll get me to the 5,500 points, so the free-to-play will be done. And it was a crappy pull session pretty much overall, unfortunately. But the free-to-play's had some good luck lately, so I probably should just say that's what happens. Those are the odds. But Yeah, it still sucks. Let's go see what the main's got. All right, let's look at the main here. I'll get 1,153 points from other sources. So I'll use the 3 epics, and I have 1 relic keeper I will make, and I got 153 in mystery shards I've already pulled. I should leave some more for the champ training, but I know I'll get those. So we're looking for another 400 points or so. Got a whopping 500 ancients here, so we got plenty. I just hope I do better than the free-to-play on this. Let's get some better odds even. I mean, I was under the average on that one. And woof, closed it out there. So we got 580 from that one. We'll log that. A Horden and a Jurang and some main rares. That was basically 580 points. Nothing worth talking about in there. Give me something better. I got 1 epic and we got a nice 340. So I hoard my shards. I got piles of them, and it's sessions like this where you just go, why don't you pull more shards? Yeah, this doesn't feel good, right? I mean, it doesn't even feel rewarding. It's the fun of the game, it's the RNG, but when you get crap, it's just not fun. Another 340. Man, so finally an 820 out of that. Vrask is actually a pretty good, decent epic. He's been used over the years. Just really on it. All he uses is his A1, and he heals people whenever his champion inflicts a critical hit. So you got to put crit rate on him, and he can heal. He's a really good champ for that. A sole claim to fame, just using an A1. But there's bosses like Scarab Boss where, you know, he provokes you. Oh, finally, gold, double gold. Holy cow, look at that. Oh, man. Talking about crap luck this whole time. And we deliver with a double gold. Unfortunately, both are dupes for me, but crap, I'll take a double gold, even if they're dupes. So that's my second battle. I believe I never built him. But basically, this guy puts up... He can be used to add damage to teams, because... if you get poison debuffs on the enemies, all allies are inflicting more damage, so he's used in some of those damage comps. And then he puts poisons on all enemies. So he can cleanse the team, puts continuous heals, and drops poisons on the enemy. It's a really good A2. So he can solo content. He's useful on teams where you need to use poison as your source of damage, and he can help keep a team alive. So it's got an AoE on his A1 with heals. So, and adds crit rate to battles. He's a really good legendary. I've never used him. You know, I didn't pull him that long ago, but I've never used him on the main yet. Morrigan I love. I think she's underrated in this game. I've never built Arbiter for speed. I used Haikatoon, and then I got Morrigan, and I switched from Haikatoon to Morrigan. Morrigan's, I think, fantastic. She's got, if you book her, comes out with a 100% chance to fill the turn meter of your team, put increased speed on your team, and drop the turn meter of the enemy by 20%. It's a really nice speed turn meter manipulation. And then on her next turn, she'll come back, and if you target an enemy, she can steal the buffs from that enemy, and then she'll place a True Fear on the enemies as well, on the rest of them. And she's got a passive where she puts a heal reduction on one enemy with the lowest HP at the start of the round. For Amius, that's fantastic, but I find it's actually helpful even in PvP, because it's often their nuker or somebody who's got low HP, and you stop them from getting healed. So decrease speed on the A1 even, and she's got the aura for speed in all battles. So I think Morrigan's a fantastic legendary, really. So, you know, she's kind of lost her place on my teams as I use different speed for Armands, because I built Armands as my fastest champ. So she lost her spot to Armands, but I still think she's great. So she's still my second fastest champ. So I'm at 46.53 with that. So we're definitely doing better than the free-to-play on results. Man, I wish that had been the free-to-play. So that should get me some Faction Guardians too. And we're going to follow that up with a rare tax. Oh man, there goes my RNG benefits I was just championing. And we're going to catch up to the bad RNG on the free-to-play with that pace. All right, Marksman, not worth talking about. Jizzo, not worth talking about. Well, there's one of the 580s. So, all right, we are at 43.33. So 53.33. So at this point, I probably could just stop and use the rest to get mystery shards to get there. But we could just pull an epic and be done. So, all right, there's my 250. That is my 55.83. So that's all the points I needed. We finished off with old Hermit Jorg. An epic I've never built, but I actually think he's really good. He just didn't need him to beat the faction, but a very good epic. So, all right, that's it. That is a longer video than I was hoping for, but that is all the shard pulls I need to do. I need to go off and do some champ training now and build those epics. Well, at least we got a couple gold on the one, and we got gold on the free-to-play. That's it, even though it was from the portal. Hope your luck was better than mine. All right, have a great day.